Hello, and welcome back to this series of videos from the North Somerset Educational Psychology Service. Today I want to discuss an important part of childhood, and that is the development of fears. Fear is a natural part of child's development, and as educators, parents, and caregivers, we can play a vital role in supporting children to recognise and overcome their fears. In this presentation, I will share practical tips and strategies to help preschool-aged children overcome their fears and build resilience. In order to do this, we'll look at where childhood fears come from and then consider some games and activities which help children feel more confident. As I've said, fears are normal for all children. However, in some cases, fears and phobias can become a problem, particularly when they start to interfere with normal daily activities like going outside, visiting new places, and getting to sleep. So, where do childhood fears come from? Well, there are many sources, including the imagination, new experiences, separation anxiety, or media exposure. Many fears that we see in preschool-aged children may seem irrational to us as adults. However, in most cases, they reflect the child's limited understanding of the world. One common fear for toddlers is falling down the toilet or plug hole, and this is because they have a limited understanding of size and space. Have you ever had a fear or phobia yourself? Perhaps you're scared of spiders, snakes, thunder and lightning, or being stuck in small spaces. As you'll know, someone telling you to forget it or calm down is not helpful when you're experiencing a strong fear response. And this is something we need to bear in mind when working with children who have fears. Rather than minimize their fears or telling them, don't be scared, we need to take their emotions seriously. Validating a child's fears is the first step to helping them overcome those fears. So, what can we do in our early years settings to help children overcome their fears? Well, firstly, we need to try and make sure the physical environment feels as safe and secure as possible. Primarily, this is about ensuring that the space is safe and well lit. We also want to avoid displaying images of scary monsters or creating dark, scary corners. And a safe environment is also about helping children feel comfortable expressing their fears. We never want to laugh at fears or call them silly. We do want to let children know that we take their feelings seriously. If we've created a safe, positive environment, we might also want to help children express their fears and imagination in play and in art. We will want to provide a variety of materials such as dolls, puppets, drawing supplies, or storytelling props to encourage imaginative play and self-expression. Anything which helps a child express what they are scared about and practice or observe others overcoming their fears will help them feel more listened to and confident. In addition to one-off art projects and games, we should try to build relaxation techniques into our daily routines. There are loads of videos on YouTube and other places which offer guided relaxation practice with calming music. These are most effective when they are practiced during calm moments and when they are built into regular daily routines, for example after playtimes or before snack times. Some early years settings have a daily routine of peer massage, where the children follow a guided back massage video with music. It's a lovely way of showing children that they can calm down after having strong emotions, for example when they come in from playtime. Although some forms of phobia therapy for adults encourage desensitization, or basically confronting our fears head on, we should avoid putting this pressure on children, as it may embed their fears even more deeply. Instead, what we can do more safely is to try and help children associate things that they fear with a sense of fun or control. For example, if we have a toddler who is scared of dogs, we might be able to watch videos of dogs cuddling and relaxing with humans, or read stories about helpful dogs. If they're afraid of the dark, we might be able to help them feel more in control by making shadow puppets using torches and a blackout tent. Another tool we can use to help children overcome their fears is traditional storybooks. There are loads of books out there written with specific fears or more general worries in mind. The common theme is that they create stories where relatable, likable characters conquer their fears and emerge stronger. One of my favourite examples of these stories is The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark, which was first published in 1968 but children still seem to love today. Finally, given that children so easily inherit their fears from adults, we can also use role modelling to help them inherit our bravery and courage. One method I've often used is to create a made-up fear and then talk about it to children every day or week. For example, saying, "I'm so scared of falling off the balance beam." Generally, children will then pay very close attention when I use the balance beam. They are watching and learning about how adults deal with things they are scared of, so I try to be a brave role model, realistic without pretending to be perfect. In summary, The reason we need to help children overcome their fears is that fear will continue to affect them throughout their life. Rather than being scared of the dark, they may become scared of, say, public speaking. But whether they can handle and overcome this situation will partly depend on how they learn to deal with fear in their early life, and we can play a vital role in helping them do this. The best things we can do to help children are making them feel safe, encouraging them to express their feelings, taking those feelings seriously, helping them learn how to calm themselves down, and role modeling how we deal with our own fears. And finally, let's not forget about safeguarding. Challenging behaviours in young children can sometimes indicate an underlying safeguarding need. As an early years practitioner, it's vital that you keep this in mind when supporting children who exhibit concerning behaviours like throwing, biting, fears and phobias, or separation anxiety. Remember, all behaviour communicates an unmet need. Take time to understand the possible function of the behaviour and what the child may be trying to communicate through their actions. Could the behaviour be a reaction to feeling unsafe or vulnerable in some way? Could the behaviour be a reflection of what the child has experienced at home? We need to make safeguarding a priority by looking beyond the behaviour to identify any potential welfare concerns. Be alert to signs of neglect, abuse, or exposure to domestic violence. Work closely with families, but avoid making assumptions. Focus on listening and building trust. Where you have any safeguarding concerns, no matter how small, ensure you follow your settings, procedures, and protocols. Record observations accurately and factually. Seek support from your designated safeguarding lead if you need guidance. With sensitivity, care, and professional curiosity, we can ensure early years settings are safe places where children's well-being is protected and they can thrive. Let's work together to keep children safe. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you found this video useful.